So do you like SMACKS or SMAX?
X. That's how I read it. Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
All right.
A little cool.
And we can't like see his face. I can just see the side of his. There
Oh
he
yeah.
is. He's
Say hi.
what? What kind of dog?
I think he's a honestly I rescued him from my work. I think he's a Boston and then miscellaneous breed. I don't know. I
Uh-huh.
don't see I don't see breeds, so I don't know. It's not important to
He's he's wearing a tuxedo almost.
me. He is, right? He's
Yeah.
mostly good. He's a good guy. He had a broken back and surgeon buddy of mine got it fixed and we both have metal in our back, so I thought it was appropriate to have him. So
Yeah.
cool.
So tell me about the day that you got him.
Um so there's a thing when a client has to euthanize a pet, we give them the option of an owner relinquish, which means that they would or they would allow someone to adopt the pet from them and then use the and then like save it. And this is a nice little family. They didn't want to euthanize them, so they asked everyone in the clinic if they'd be willing to to take them off their hands and get them fixed. And I've always loved Boston Terriers. That's the only breed I've ever had. So I got him. He's good people. He just snorts and farts, and I get to blame my farts on him, so it's perfect.
That's great. There's
So
something
yeah,
special about those dog farts, though. I'm telling you.
it is. You can taste them sometimes. Gross.
Right. So how old is he?
We're guessing he's about 6.
Okay. Okay.
By his dental records and stuff. But by his like they measure the calculus on their teeth to see. That's how they age them usually. So
Uh-huh.
I don't know how accurate that is, but 6 is uh, that's what I'm
Best
working on.
guess, anyway.
Yeah, right.
Um, does he do any tricks or does he have any quirks?
He can sit. He's kind of a spaz when he sees people off in the distance. But mostly he just cuts a lot of ass. A lot of ass. It's ridiculous. Really food motivated. He's pretty intelligent. I haven't really worked on him with behavior stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
he's obedient enough, I guess.
Yeah. Well, he looks sweet. None of my dogs would sit still for this long.
No, he's good, especially compared to my girlfriend's dogs, who are all scumbags. But that's all right.
Um, if he were to write a review of you as an owner, what would he say?
Slightly neglectful because I work a lot. But I think he'd give me like a solid 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
I could probably walk him some more.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
you can let him go if he wants to get down. You
All
don't
right.
have to if he's comfortable.
He's too
Hi,
hot.
Smax.
He's too hot.
Yeah. So, all right. So we also like to talk about heavy petting of the human variety.
My
And
favorite kind.
I gotta qualify here because sometimes young people don't know what that means. Now, back in my day, it was a euphemism for like making out or going to second or third base, heavy petting. But on my show, we just use it as an umbrella for anything dating, love, or sex related. So,
Wow.
if you have any stories that you could share with us, we'd like that.
It's I mentioned her dogs earlier, and for as hard as bad as they behave, I always had the upper hand because sometimes they're in the room when we're I like to make direct eye contact with them directly. I'm like, yes, remember who I am, and it's totally fine, right? So I don't know if the dogs get traumatized like that, but sometimes I have to establish
Your
establish
dominance.
my dominance and uh, address my girls' needs. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't clear out by the time we started, you're done for, guys. You got to watch.
That's funny.
um,
Uh, um,
sorry,
what's the best compliment anyone's ever given your naked body?
um, wow. Reasonably endowed, I guess I would say. I'm still a little doughy around the midsection, so I'm not really shirt off material, but I got a decent set. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, shoot.
It's perfectly symmetrical. Is that a thing? Is that important to anybody?
That's funny. Symmetrical.
I don't know if that's important or not to him.
Well, there's some, I'm glad that you had a compliment, because a lot of people have come on this show and said, I've never gotten a compliment, or they can't think of a compliment. So
It might have been a weird underhanded compliment, like, I didn't throw up when you took your clothes off. Like, that's right. Come on.
oh, people. So we need to start giving each other more naked compliments.
Absolutely.
That's my
Absolutely.
mission in this world.
All right.
So
who's
today,
gonna do it?
find somebody naked and give them a compliment.
All right. So I live the general age in this neighborhood is 70 plus. I don't know if I'm going to be peeping Tomming, but I'm going to give it my best shot, all right?
Yeah. So have you been to any of the open mics lately?
I went to one, and it was it kind of gave me a weird vibe. People were too ready to jump on and make all the jokes about BLM, and I'm not one for censorship, but I also I don't know if people need to be making those jokes right this second. I don't know. I wouldn't want to prevent anyone from doing it. Also, I got 3 kids, and I'm not trying to get anyone sick.
Right.
It's not really. I'll wait. But I also haven't done any of the online stuff. How about you?
I have been doing some online mics, and I've done a couple online shows.
All right.
It's horrible and it's awkward, but
it's not the same, right? No, the crowd is the crowd is an entity. It's a creature, and it reacts to you or it hates you.
Right. It's nice because I've been on ones where there've been like 16 comics, and you can see them all, and they're from all over the world, like literally.
That's the appealing thing about it, is that you're talking to people.
So you kind of do get a little bit of feedback, but still we're all comedians, and you know how we don't really laugh at each other that much anyway. So, but it does help, because I'm finding like even jokes that I've done forever, like I don't want to say I've forgotten them.
Yeah.
I certainly haven't been practicing, and so it helps just for that,
It's a new market too. I mean, if you're localized in Washington, someone else a little further out might have put their eyes on you. Might have appreciated your joke, and
yeah, and I think we're going to be doing more online stuff.
I have to suck it up and do one. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I can point you in the direction. I do a dirty one on Tuesday nights.
Oh yeah.
That's a blue mic. Yeah, so that's kind of.
You have a set in the middle of your joke of your longer sets normally, which get pretty nasty. So that's probably appropriate for you.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, so yeah, you're like me. Like I'm staying home. I'm a phase 4 person, so I'm going to be home for a while.
Okay.
In fact, I just had to postpone my trip to Vegas, which is
that's
the
like
second time now. So
that's your yearly thing too. That's your.
At least, yeah. But oh well. So where can people find you? Do you have an online presence?
I'm just on Facebook at Robb Constantine, and then I think I might have a Twitter out there somewhere. I need to get using it. Do you have Twitter? Do you use Twitter?
I have it. I rarely use it.
Okay, yeah.
I use it for the Real Housewives of like New York. Like if I want to say something about that show, I furiously do that after the show, but that's about it.
I just want to anonymously talk shit to people. But I see the appeal in it. Other than that, I've just been dancing, doing TikTok videos, doing some dance moves, So. Have
you really?
No, I haven't.
I didn't think so.
No, I can dance, but I'm not going to do it it's not for free, you know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being on here with me today.
It was a pleasure. What a cool show. Thanks a lot.
It was good seeing you. And I'll see you around.
Dude, stay healthy, all right? Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
All right.
What's on her mind? She's a big, big girl in a skinny woman's world. Now she's a big, big girl in a skinny she's a big, big girl.